Good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday, the 5th day of July, 2025. Let's talk. Tinubu made a very great mistake. When I mean a very great mistake, when he assumed office as the president of Nigeria after the controversial 2023 election, it was done to so many people that yes, actually Tinubu did not win that election, but he found his way to power. That is Nigeria for you. Now, when he assumed office, the Meiti Allah leader was charged with treason because they are the commander of all these Fulani terrorists you see. Now, after they charged him for treason, DSS arrested him, they brought him to Abuja. Tinubu's presidency pardoned him. Should I say pardon? They closed the case and allowed him to go. They did the same thing. Secretly, they withdrew Sunday Igbo's case. They withdrew Omoyole Sowore's case. Tinubu refused to withdraw the case of Nnamdi Kanu. Now, this is a very tough mistake, a very great mistake, and someone who advised Tinubu not to take the risk. I call it the risk because there are some influence that is beyond him that are interested in Nnamdi Kanu case. He refused to take the risk to allow Nnamdi Kanu to go. This is one of the greatest mistakes Tinubu has made, and it is time for Tinubu to pay back. Now, this video is not to criticize anyone, it's not to talk down on anyone, but I'm trying to let people know that Tinubu is never a unifier. Despite a lot of us don't have interest again in Nigerian politics, a lot of us, because of what we have seen in every elections and so on and so forth, we have resorted to alternative solutions. But Tinubu is going to pay for his mistakes. The likes of Ojus Okano, Dave Umahe, Chukwuma Soludo, and Benjamin Kano. These are the people who promised Tinubu that they are going to hand Southeast Igbo land to him in 2027. I laugh because even these people will hardly go back to their seats. Now, also yesterday, Dende Momodu, a lot of you know him, he shared a video, an interview he had with Wike after Wike massacred a lot of Igbos in Port Harcourt. And I know the reason why he shared the video. You see, there is time for everything. There is time for payback. Anything you are doing today, there will be a time, even though you are in power today, there will be a time where people will respond to you in what you've done. Now, he shared this video where he was asking Wike, they accuse you that you are killing Biafra agitators. And Wike was founded. Take a look at the video.
And that was what happened. So it's a different scenario. Now, when you say people say, I'm killing people, I'm killing my people. Who are my people that are being killed? If I kill my people, who am I going to govern? Who am I going to provide infrastructures for? Who am I going to provide the roads? Who am I going to build the schools for? So who are these people am I killing? It is not correct. So if you will be able to tell me what people say, look, you are killing these people, you are killing that people, then one will be able to say, yes, I'm not killing these people, or I'm killing these people. Who are these people am I killing? So I will be able to know.
So you think it's mere propaganda?
Certainly yes. Certainly yes. If you want me to say, look, I can tell you this. I've been in politics since, not because as a chairman in 1999, I've been in politics before 1999. The truth of the matter is that people must face the reality in life. And what is the reality? You know what I face in this country. You know what I face in the hands of security agencies. You know what I have shouted. That look, we should not politicize the issue of security in Nigeria. When we begin to politicize the issue of security in Nigeria, we have a problem. How did it start? I came in 2015. I had a problem. The problem was kidnapping. And I approached the federal government, look, don't look at it because I'm an opposition party. You have to come to my rescue. Nobody helped us. Nobody sent any special forces to us. And they sent to other states. Nobody did that. That's okay. We have to do all we can to help our state. Because first of all, we took out of our office to protect life and property. And so we should not be giving excuses because federal government has not come to our aid. So I have to do everything I could to protect the lives and property of my people. There's no one state in this country that suffered in terms of changing leadership of security agencies in Nigeria like than the River State. In fact, in 1 year, I suffered where we had 7 CPs in 1 year. Not one state mention who has suffered that, because I mentioned, look, what you are doing is not correct. I said, you are using SARS to kill our people. It is not proper. Nigeria said, oh no, you are playing politics. I said, it's not politics. Look into it so that this thing will not happen in other areas. Nobody came to our aid. No Nigerian going to say, listen to the state, listen to the governor. Nobody came to do that. Now, problems have come up. And like I've always said, today it is me. When I mean me, I'm talking about state. Today it is River State. Tomorrow it could be our own state. Now, when this issue of insecurity started happening in all other states, federal government now woke up to say, oh, no, we have to stop this. We have to send special forces to Ondo, to Kaduna, to Sokoto, to Zamfara, to Ekiti, to Anambra, to Ebonyi. But nobody considered to send any secure special forces to River State. That is one thing we have suffered in this state. But to the glory of God, God has made this state to be peaceful. Now, the issue of SARS came. SARS was killing, and we're saying SARS was killing. What happened? The head of SARS was promoted to Assistant Commissioner of Police to tell him, thank you. You've done a good job. You've killed so many people. Nobody said anything. Now, the same SARS has gone to all other states, replicating what they did in River State. Now, Nigerians are now working and saying, look, we can't accept this again. Now, if Nigerians had listened to us when we were shouting, when we were crying, see what was going on. The destruction today you saw in all over Nigeria, particularly in Lagos, particularly in Ibadan, particularly in all other states. It would not have happened, but it was politicized. No, if it's a River State, it's politics. Nobody should bother. But now it has dawned on everybody that SARS is a problem to every Nigerian. And now they have come on to say, end SARS protest. Nigerian, the government have said, okay, we'll disband SARS. I said, is it because when it happens to River State, nobody will bother? But now it has happened to other Nigerians, other states, we're not crying. That is another thing. Now again, you talk about me killing our people. Who is killing who? Not everybody knows in this state, in this country. We easily forget. I don't know why Nigeria is a place where you can forget easily. I have never said anything against ipob. What I've ever said is, ipob, yeah, I mean, you have your right to demand whatever you want to demand. But you want to do demonstration. I don't agree with you in my state. Do not disrupt economic activities of my state. I need my state to move on. I need my state to get the revenue that should be able to provide the basic infrastructure for my people. So don't come here and demonstrate. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know those who are behind ipob. I have never, anybody who knows me too well, I don't say things I don't have clear facts. But again, what happened? SARS came to protest. The first thing was very peaceful. Every Nigerian, and I'm sure including you, when you heard that I said there will no protest, everybody was saying, why would he not allow protest? Would respect him. I laughed. It was a strategy because I got intelligence that, look, if you allow this protest, there will be mayhem. People who not are trying to catch into this and destroy the state. And I said, okay, don't worry. In the midnight, we'll announce that there will be no protest. Now that way, numbers will no longer be high. Hoodlums say, look, this one has taken a decision. It means let's not go out. So we were aware it was a matter of strategy. And when those who came out, and we found out that there are no hoodlums, I came out and addressed them. I said, look, I am one of those, this is one state that started fighting against SARS. Not let any state challenge River State to say that they start protesting against SARS than River State. And I said, look, I agree with you. SARS must end. But it's not only ended. We must have total police reform. Total police reform. Let's sit down. Look at the Police Act. Look at the Constitution. Look at what obtains in other countries that operate a federal system. How does it go? If you operate the federal system, what kind of police system do you have? In the federal level, what kind of police system do you have? In the state level, what kind of police system do you have? In the local level, what kind of local council, what kind of police system do you have? What kind of crime that the federal level will control? What kind of crime that the state level will control? What kind of crime that the council will control? It is very important. But you see, in Nigeria, everything is power. No, if they are reducing my power, if they reduce this my power, I'm nobody. So let it be that one person at the center controls. We're operating a federal system, but we're operating a unitary system. Now, people have said, look, this SARS thing. I said, look, people say was peaceful. But my brother, you know the experiences of my political life. My political life has not been that rosy. I'm one politician who has passed through a lot in life, politically. Maybe I will go back to tell you. When I started to be a chairman of local government, my brother Dele Momudu, I passed through hell. I was made to face a murder charge. Maybe Nigerians are not aware of this. It is by the grace of God that I was able to survive it because I wanted to run for council chairman. Dele Momudu, I want to tell you, because I want to be a chairman of council, I was first to face a criminal charge of stealing. What is stealing? I won primary. People want to change my result. And by the grace of God, we are faster than them. We have gotten the document which they have agreed that I won. Now they say, look, they have to charge me for stealing. Look, I can speak to you because I wanted to be a chairman of local government. As a lawyer, I practice under Isu Kala SN, 42 Agri Road. On a Sunday, there was fuel scarcity. Now, on Aba Road, opposite Savannah Bank, so I took my car. The queue was long. I wanted to take fuel, so I saw some military men. I beckoned on them. I said, look, I'm a lawyer. I'm going to court tomorrow. How do I get fuel so I can go back? And they told me, okay, hold on, queue up. When there's free time, we'll call you. And